Hello and welcome. Aquarister here, coming to you with another video, and today we are going to be looking at a loot run, and more specifically we will be looking at a loot run for those who are more casual players or maybe just don't have enough time to invest in loot runs every single day to do the big chest runs or run around all of Brimstone. So today I'm going to show you a few of the hotspots that I like to hit when I'm short on time and still looking for that juicy loot. So let's take a look at our first stop. Okay, so our first location is going to be in Reekwater, right down here. And the first stop will be Sunken Aspect. Now, Sunken Aspect does have quite a few caches as well as two stockpiles. So let's take a look at this run. Usually what I do is I start in this top corner here. When I do a full run, I will sometimes go from Skyview, Repose, Mosswater, Borg. But today we're going to start Sunken Aspect in this corner. And the route that I take will actually set us up so we actually end on our way over to Settlement. So first we'll hit up this one right here. And what we're going to do is first focus the higher drops up here, and then we'll worry about the lower ones. And if you are a range, you can actually shoot these tentacles from up here, and they won't slam you. We'll take care of this tentacle. Oh, it's gonna move over. Alright. So then once we kill that, then we move on to this one. This is the first of the two ancient chests. Grab that. Take care of the rest of these ads, and again, any of the tentacles that you're able to hit in range from here, definitely I do recommend doing that. Then you don't have to mess with them later. Just like that. I'm going to grab this one now, and those are the only three on this top part. And then we drop down, go back into this corner. Now this archer usually will aggro, so we'll take care of him. Alright. Next we'll grab this coffer. Loop back here. This is actually where we had killed that initial tentacle. We'll get this one. And we move on to this one here, which you can actually just shockwave if you do have a hammer and move on. I believe a vault kick also will work for that. Now this tentacle I can't quite reach from way back there with my life staff, so we're gonna move up here, drop our sacred, clear this stuff out real quick. And then grab this coffer back here. So what we're doing right now is we're just getting all the ones that are on the main floor. We got the one side up top. Take care of this guy. There are quite a few ads, and then the last one that's going to be down low here is right here. Need to take care of these last couple. Grab that. Won't worry about the archer yet. Go up top. Of course he's gonna shoot us. Alright. Just keep moving here. Got one more here. Then we'll get the last of the stockpiles, or ancient chests. Then we'll go get the last one. This is the last coffer for this area. Well, I guess it's an urn, not a coffer for this one. But it's the last of the loot. So that is the last of the Sunken Aspect area. So if you start in this corner, work your way on the top, and then back, do all the stuff on the bottom, and then if you go back up top here, loop over, it ends up dropping you off right here, which settlement is right over there. So that is Sunken Aspect. Next, we are going to head on over to Glimmerfen, so I will meet you over there. Alright, next stop is Glimmerfen. Now, Glimmerfen is one of my favorite spots to go. I used to go here when I was pre-60 and like a fresh 60. I've always gotten pretty good loot here, fairly consistently. There are some water moat spawns, Azoth water, plus some boars, so for Ironhide. So really, really good location for us to get loot and resources. And let's head on in and take a look at the route that I go with. Now, the route that I choose to take for this, the reason I go with it is because it allows me to get the resources as well as the loot. If you're going for just the loot, you could definitely go in a different order. I've just found that this order, if you go with the chests, it allows you to farm all the resources really easily. So that's kind of why I go with this route. But if you're not worried about resources, by all means, as long as you're getting all the chests, doesn't really matter too much what order you go in. So we start with this one here, then we're able to pop over, grab the Azoth water before this boar gets us. And I will say with a DPS build, you are able to clear this stuff a lot quicker. So the healer builds do take a little bit longer, but that's kind of typical for most of the healer builds, I would say. And we're not going to worry about fighting those right away. We have another elder here, more Azoth water. Grab the water, of course. So yeah, I mean, there's a lot of ads in this area. Nothing crazy though. Sunken Aspect is more annoying because of the tentacles. And Glimmerfen also can have a Rafflebone spawn that I've seen multiple times, but pretty hard to see him because most people are going to Glimmerfen nowadays. But again, if you're short on time, Glimmerfen is a fantastic spot to go because there is a decent amount of loot. So grab this. There's not really anyone else around, so we won't worry about that. Spinefish, another cache up here. And then I like to loop back first. Main reason being is that then I can get this spinefish. And then the stockpile. And they've kind of changed some of the ad spawns up in Glimmerfen. It used to be significantly more difficult because there were elders that would just camp the middle here. And you'd have to kill them. And now they kind of spread out the elders, so they're kind of all over the place. Over here, get another spinefish. So you can see we're getting a good amount of water modes from here. It's gonna rid us, isn't it? And then we're gonna get the one in the middle here next. We'll grab that. And we'll just drag this guy over to this one. Alright. We'll grab this supply cache and move on. Alright, this next one, we're gonna be able to grab it. Ah, we got it before they jumped us. Hop over here, grab this spinefish, and then take care of these. Alright. Then we'll grab the Azoth water over here. Grab that cache. And there is a spinefish spawn over here. It doesn't look like anyone's actually farmed this. So again, if you're short on time, you need to be farming moats. Azoth water I usually sell, plus you're getting the loot. So again, as far as making the most of your time, help if I actually got the Azoth spring. Making the most of your time, though, I really do like Glimmerfen because it does offer all the moats: Azoth Water, Ironhide, if that's what you're looking for. And then in here, we've got another spinefish, and this is actually where Rafflebones can spawn. He spawns right over here, kind of. I've only seen him here a couple times. Usually if he is here, he gets farmed up pretty quickly, so... He does not last long in Glimmerfen. We'll clear these out. Alright. The last two. Let's see what we get. Nothing. But just gotta keep trying the loot. So that is Glimmerfen. That is all of the loot in Glimmerfen. Usually we end in the waterfall, and next we are going to head to our last spot in Reekwater that I like to hit when I'm short on time, and that is Virid Grotto. So I will see you over there. Okay, so the last spot that we're going to be going to in Reekwater, at least, is Virid Grotto. Now Virid Grotto is probably my favorite spot in all of Reekwater to go and farm for loot. If you can only stop at one spot and you just are like, I just need to go to one spot in Reekwater to just try to get some loot and stuff, go to Virid Grotto. It has the biggest collection of stockpiles in one little area. I think it's like 6 stockpiles all in Virid Grotto's area, plus all the little chests. So it's a lot of opportunity for some very good loot. Plus there's ironwood, wordwood, and orichalcum in this area. Plus again, you know, obviously ironhide and all that. So really, really good spot to farm some wood on top of loot. So let's get going in Virid Grotto. Now ironwood spawns, there is an ironwood spawn here. There's one over there and a couple others over there. But we're just gonna stick to the loot for today. I will point out the spawns though, but we will not be taking the time to actually farm them today. So first crate, gonna be right here by the tree. There is another ironwood spawn that spawns right by where that ad is. That ad usually spawns with it. And then the wordwood, I'm not even going to have to point out because you'll just see it. It is all over up in here as long as it is not farmed. Which sometimes it is. Usually the ironwood, I would say, is farmed more than the wordwood, but it just kind of depends on the day. And we are going to clear out the ads in Virid Grotto. So we do have the Grotto's Thorn. Does drop some named items. It's not terrible. Definitely worth killing if you're here though. It's not too difficult of a named one to get. We're gonna get slammed right away. Drop our sacred crown. There we go. Alright. No bag from him. So what I do is I go in a little bit different of a route here. I will actually grab this. Grab this one. And then hop up over here. Hopefully we can grab this before he explodes. And if you're here for the wood, definitely just go straight for the wood that's back there. Because usually people will come through and farm it. So grab all this, grab these two, come down here. And again, I go this direction because it drops me off at the start again. I don't know. I've always done this route, and it's how I like doing it. We get that one, that's stockpile there. So we've already gotten 2 stockpiles, which is great. All right. Grab that, grab our bag. And again, with a DPS build, you are able to go through this area a little bit quicker, just because a lot of DPS builds can clear the ads quicker. But with the hammer build, it's not too bad for myself. And the hope is that we are going for squirming vines, trophy mats, really any loot. I'm also in a need for various crafting mods, so Reekwater is fantastic for loot. I've always come here. I've always loved Reekwater for loot. We're just gonna keep bonking here. All right, there we go. Grab this cache, and then we'll go up here. Have another stockpile and a cache. So you can see there's a lot of loot in a pretty small area here at Virid Grotto. That's why I really like it. Alright, we'll grab this. Then we have 2 more before we're actually going to leave the Virid Grotto area here. Got that one. Or 3 technically, I'm sorry. There was that one back there, there's this one, and then there's 1 more up here. And look at all the wordwood. We're not farming it today, but in the future, this is a great spot to go and farm it. Grab that one, and next we are going to leave the cave. So what I do is I normally will come out here. We're going to jump down. Couple of ads around here. Grab this cache. And then the last 2 stockpiles are a little bit tricky. These are Ori spawns, by the way. The last 2 chests, if you don't go searching for them or if someone doesn't tell you, you're not really going to know they're there because they are kind of separated. But you go into this cave here. We'll have to clear the stalker. Then we have this stockpile. Alright, then what we'll do is we'll leave this cave. And there's actually an ironwood spawn, 2 ironwood tree spawns right there. And then there's multiple ironwood tree spawns over there, and then where we had initially come in. But the last stockpile that we're getting for this area is right around this tree. And this one is probably the sneakiest one because you really wouldn't know unless you ran back here. But it is right back here. And that is the last stockpile. This leaves us open to kind of go wherever. Oftentimes I'll go down to Missywater Thorpe from here. But today, since we are going over some of our shorter runs, we're going to head over to Brimstone and take a look at my favorite spot in Brimstone to hit outside of the Solarium. Okay, so the last spot that we're going to be talking about today is in Brimstone. And first you're going to be going to Nomad's Temple. This is a great shrine to travel to for the spot. We're going to first start there. There's a few loot spots out here that we'll hit. And then we are going to make our way over to this spot. And once we get over there, we'll kind of go over some of the loot and why I like going there. But again, this is a great spot where if you don't have much time and you still want to just go get a little bit of loot, fantastic spot to stop. So let's start heading over there. First, from the shrine, we are going to grab the little urns that are just right outside here. Sorry, little buddy, you ran into my foot. Grab that. And there's 3 little coffers right here. And then we'll move on. So again, this spot is loaded with loot. It's a really small area and it has quite a few ancient chests. I believe it has a total of 7, 4 or 5 of which are grave offerings, and then I think 2 of them are ancient chests, or at least one of them is an ancient chest. We'll double check. But either way, again, if you don't have much time and you just need to log in, get some loot, log off, fantastic spot to be. So from the shrine, we're going to run this way. And this area as well, I came here the other week to farm up cactus flesh. There's a lot of cactus over here, so if you are trying to farm up some Desert Sunrise consumables, this is a really good spot to actually farm up the cactus for that. So I do highly recommend, if you're in the mood to farm cactus and get some loot, this is kind of a one-stop shop for you. Alright, so once you see these gates, this is where we are going. There are a lot of cats here, so we're going to have to fight some cats in order to get the loot. Unless someone else came through and cleared them, which it doesn't. It looks like someone might have cleared a few. We're going to go first the right side here. Probably going to aggro that one. And we need to open up the sarcophagus. But we'll have to take care of this first. So once you take care of the cats, this area is no problem. Alright, so we'll open this one up. Once we open this, I'm going to roll over, open that one. And then we can fight these guys at the same time. Alright, so we'll grab the loot here. But yeah, I mean, having 2 grave offerings and ancient chest in a row like this, fantastic. Fellow loot goblins can also agree with me, I'm sure, because this is so nice to see this together. Alright, we'll grab all that. And then we're going to head over this way. Now there's these 2 cats here. We're just going to take care of them so they don't cause us more issues. Drop our healing circle down. And try to take care of these guys in a timely fashion. So again, as a healer, this is going to take me a little bit longer than like a DPS might. So if you are a DPS, this run should go even quicker for you. That one, you can get this one. And sometimes they do kind of bug out into the wall. I have had it where they've almost gotten stuck, not aggroed, but looks like this time they're going to attack. Alright, so grab these chests. This one here. This one here. I feel like that one's not aggroing, so we'll take it. Alright, and then the last of the chests in this area are actually guarded by this named cat right here. We're just going to need to take care of them, and then we can get the remaining loot. Oh, I thought he was gonna lunge at me. And we've got someone to help us out. Makes it even quicker yet. We'll grab that. We're gonna grab the ancient chest. And then we will grab this last grave offering and be all set to go. So this area, like I said, this took us less than 5 minutes to get over here and to do all that. Oh, you don't actually have to attack these ones. They'll just kind of chill over there. All right. And there is a lot more loot over here for those who run the chest runs. You know that beds is over here. There is an ancient chest over there and a bunch here. But again, this took us less than 5 minutes to actually clear and get the loot in this area. It almost took us longer just to walk over here. So this is a great spot. But yeah, that is the last of the Brimstone spots that I like to loot in a short period of time. All right, that is gonna do it for this one. So we kind of went over my main loot routes that I like to hit, or main loot spots, I should say, if I'm short on time, because I know a lot of people don't have the time to invest into full chest runs. I even don't like running them all the time, and I do have the time to run them. So having little spots like this where you can just go and loot, and have that chance of getting something that might bring you some money or might give you something that you need, it's worth it. So I really do like these spots. I hope that the spots do work for you, and I hope that you do like, you know, seeing some videos where it's for more of the casual player. I know it's really easy in a game like this to really only focus on those who are willing to grind. So I wanted to come up with a video for those who are a little bit more casual, but still able to get some of the top tier loot that others are able to get. But if you did like the content, and if you do want to see more, feel free to subscribe. It really does help the channel out. If you did like this one, please drop it a like. And I do stream on Twitch throughout the week, so you're more than welcome to stop by a stream. We would love to have you. I can answer any questions that you might have or just play and chat. So that is going to do it for me for this one, though. So I will see you guys in the next one.